Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork. And today we're going to do a little bit of a different practice than what we've been doing. It won't necessarily be less challenging. It might in some ways and different challenging in some ways, but I hope you enjoy it. The only prop we're going to use today is a block. Now, if you don't have a block, you can also use a pillow or a folded blanket for some of the things that we're going to do. And for other things, it's going to be optional as well. So everything we're going to be doing can also be done without the block. The block is just enhancing the challenge of that exercise. So we're going to start standing and just kind of get a little sense of your center of gravity here. And I'm just moving side to side. And my hips, knees, and toes are relatively in alignment. And then I'm just going to move forward and back. And so now I'm playing with a sense of gravity as I move my body forward and back. Good. And now just press the big toes and pinky toe mounds into the floor, lifting the toes and then lowering the toes. And we'll press and lift and lower and lift and lower. Good. Let's take a side bend towards the left. As I'm coming towards the left, I'm really pressing through this right side. And really reaching. See if you can really squeeze from the bottom of the rib cage to the top of the hip bone here. Good. And then we'll come back up, go right into the other side. Pressing through the left side and coming through. Let's do that again. Let's taking that over. You can stay here, maybe a little bit of rotation. Let the knees and the hips move with you and coming back, moving through center, taking it over again, little rotation. Good. And we'll take that up again, a little bit smoother. And coming back. Feel like let's get some neck stretches in here. So I'm gonna do these sideways just so you can see a little bit better. So let's just take the chin towards the chest. Finding the center of gravity, letting that stretch come to the back of the neck. Now, as long as you don't have any neck issues, if you wanna deepen that stretch, take your hands, take them behind, take them where the occiput is, that's that curvature back here in the base of the skull. And no tugging or pulling, just let gravity get in there. Good, stay with the breath. And then we'll release and we'll come back up. Good, now I'm gonna take my gaze and my chin where my ceiling and wall meet here. So you should start to feel a little bit of a stretch here. If you want to deepen that, take the jaw forward. And coming back center. Good. From here, right ear, right shoulder. I'm going to turn back this way now. Good. And you can play with this. Some people need to stay right there. Some people find different special stretches. If you just kind of move the neck a little bit here. Good. And then if you want something deeper, you can take that right hand, let it rest right above that left ear. So keeping the left shoulder grounded or in its pocket. And coming back up, we'll take that to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. And again, you can kind of play with movement if you need to do that. And then if you want some more, left hand right above the right ear, just letting gravity give you that extra stretch. Right shoulder is grounded. And take it back center. Good. So try to keep your sternum and your shoulders forward. We're just going to look to the right and to the left and right and left and right and left. Arms out to the side. I'm going to step a little forward here just so that my arms don't hit the wall behind me. Good. Now, we're going to rotate the whole body to the right, to the left. Let the hips and the knees move and bend as you need to. And try to control the arms. Can you move them as a single unit versus doing something out of control here? Like this, try not to be like that. Try to be nice and open. Good. And then from here, good. Now really reach from shoulders to fingertips. We're going to take some little circles to the front. Nice and controlled. Zip up that front body. Keep going. Keep going. Now reverse. Good. Keep going. Notice how there's that slight difference. Maybe I have to control this a little bit more when I take my arms back versus when I take them forward. Good. And then when you're ready, big squats. Take it down, press through the heel and come up. Good. Get that good breath, that good air in there. Good. And then when we're ready, good. Could you step up, find a little balance, rolling an ankle around, and point and flex. Yeah, we're still balancing. Good. And we'll take that down. Take that down. Come up. Good. Balance on the other foot. Maybe some circles here. In the other direction. Maybe some point and flex. And taking that down. Rolling the shoulders back. Good. Come to the edge of the mat. We're going to come into some standing roll downs and make our way into Pilates push-ups. So, good. Beginners and those of you that just need to be hip width apart can be hip width apart. It's a little bit more challenging if feet and legs are together. Finding your Pilates V is going to be the ultimate challenge. So find what you need. I'm going to demo hip width apart. Arms up overhead. Zip up through that front body. Good. Nodding the chin. Starting from the top. Getting a deep C curve scoop. Let the knees bend if you need to. Try not to hinge the hips back. Good. Coming to your limit. When you're ready, downward pressure from hip to heel, from the tailbone, round, round, round. You're stacking that spine one vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up. Let's get a standing back bend here and open. And we'll reach. And we'll take that again. Deep C curve scoop. Taking it down. Going to your limit. Hip to heel. Press from the tailbone. Coming all the way up. Opening up. Good. We're going to walk this out into a plank. Inhale. Exhale. Nodding that chin. Rolling that down. Good. Walking that forward into the plank. Good. Knees lifted or grounded. Hold the plank. Remember a long line from shoulder to knee or shoulder to ankle. Belly button is in. And then to come back, you can choose. It's easier if you bend your knees and walk your hands back. It's a little bit harder if you hinge the hips and walk your hands back. Stop the hips over the ankles. Good. Downward pressure, hip to heel. Round, 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 coming all the way up. And we'll open. We'll walk it out to a plank. We'll add some push-ups this time. Inhale, exhale. Deep C curve scoop. Good. Walk it out to your plank. Knees lifted or grounded. And you choose a tricep or chest push-up here. Halfway down, press 1. Halfway down, press 2. Good. Take that back. Stop the hips over the ankles. Reach through those feet and hips. Coming up and opening. Last one. We're going to take this into 3 push-ups here if we can. Inhale. Exhale. Getting that down. It's a great warm-up. Walking that forward. Find your plank. Knees lifted or grounded. Find your push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, woo, and 3. Woo. Take that down to the knees. Find a child's pose. You know, we're going to take this into all 4s here. So if you need a knee cushion or a wrist cushion, you can bring that in with a blanket, bath towel, they all work. So from all fours here, rooting through the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb, look down. You should be able to look between your knees here and not see your feet. So make sure that they're in line with the knees as well. And then big inhale, take a cow. Exhale and cat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. We're going to take this right into thread the needle flow. Hips stay over the knees. Right arm comes out. Inhale, exhale, and scoop. Inhale, exhale, scoop. Inhale, take it all the way through. Good. Remember, long line from crown to tail. If you're pressing your ear into the floor, you're not in a long line from crown to tail. You're breaking that energetic alignment. Use your left hand to help you. And when you're ready, pressing through, coming back to center. Here we go, other side. Left arm, inhale, exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale, scoop. Oh, take it all the way through. Got real happy with there. Forgot which number I was on. Good. Again, a long line from crown to tail. Belly button is in. Use the right hand to help you if you need that. Breathe. And when you're ready, good. We're going to press through here. Good. Now, if you need to take a couple little cat cows, go ahead and take that. Good. And we're going to just take a few little stretches here. So just take the right foot back, press into the big toe mound, pinky toe mound, pressing back. Good. You can keep a little micro bend in the elbows. You can come all the way down if that would feel good to you. Breathe. And when you're ready, good. We'll bring in that knee. We'll take that to the other side. So left foot comes back, pressing the big toe and pinky toe mounds. You can stay up here, or you can come down. This gives us a really good stretch through the calf and the back side of that leg. So depending on the day and depending on the leg, sometimes I feel this stretch all the way from the heel, all the way up into the hip. Sometimes I only feel it from the heel to the knee, and that's okay too. And then we'll come back up here. Good. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Good. Now, grab your block if you've got that. That's coming soon. So as you come down here, just kind of roll your shoulders under. Good. Let's go ahead and come into our nice bridge form. So take the hips, knees, and toes in this alignment. Good. Now we're going to work on some pelvic clock, some deep transverse abdominis work, the deepest layer of your abdominal muscles. Good. So you really want to zip up from pubic bone behind the navel. And if you're really engaged, you should feel this between the navel and the pubic bone. And think about starting in neutral. So you want your pelvic bone and your pubic bone to be in the same plane. So theoretically, you could balance a beverage here. So from here, think about the pubic bone being 6 o'clock, the belly button being 12 o'clock, the left side being 3 o'clock, and the right side being 9 o'clock. So you've got this little clock going here. And when you're ready, big inhale, exhale, rock that pelvis back, 12 o'clock. Inhale, 6 o'clock. Exhale, 12 o'clock. Inhale, 6 o'clock. Exhale, 12 o'clock, and pause. We're going to take this over. Remember, these are small, tight. Doesn't look like you're, to the naked eye, you're going to move, but you're really going to feel it. So when you're ready, take it to 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Pause. We're going to take that in the other direction now to 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Rock, rock back and forth. Let head and neck rock with you. Good. And when you're ready, you can also rock side to side here if you need that. So we're going to have your bridge handy. We're going to bridge a couple times without the bridge, and then we're going to do some fun stuff with the bridge, with the block. We're going to bridge without the block and then bridge with the block. Too many B words. So from here, when you're ready, hips, knees, and toes track. Roll your shoulders back. So really get your shoulders and the back of your arms on here. Actually, let's just do it this way. Take your fingers, kind of robot arms. So the back of your arms and your elbows are in the mat. Big inhale, exhale, rock that pelvis back. Peel up one vertebra at a time. Now really press into those arms as well. But remember, your body is your best teacher. So your body will let you know when you should not lift up any higher. And starting from the mid back, we'll lower that back down. We'll do that again, rocking that pelvis back, peeling up, press into the arms and the elbows, press into those shoulders. And from the mid back, we'll lower that back down. All right. Now, if you don't have a block, that's okay. You're just going to come up, and this is, what you're going to do, something like that. Those of us that have a block, we will place that block right between the thighs, right between the knees here. Give that a little bit of a squeeze. The squeeze comes from the hips. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, arms down, or if you like the robot arms, come back to those. Rock that pelvis back, peeling up. Now you've got a little bit more engagement here. And come down. Good. This time we're going to rock it up. We're going to hold it up there. Good. Now from here, really get stable in that left side. You're going to extend that right leg long and tap and lengthen and tap. We're staying lifted and tap and lift and tap. And one more and tap. Good. Foot comes down, even up the hips because they always fall just a little bit. When you're ready, to the other side, and left leg, tap, reach, tap, reach, tap, reach, tap, reach, take it down, even up the hips, rolling that back down. Good. From here, remove that block, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle side to side, maybe taking hands to the knees and making some little circles here. All right. We're going to come up for a moment and we're going to work on a balance, and we're going to get there by rolling like a ball. So if that's not your jam, just roll over to your side and come to a seat and wait for everyone. But you can cross the ankles, you can stay right here. Good. C curve. Good. We're going to rock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Now, can you find a balance? So those of you that were not rocking, just find your balance. Long spine. Good. We'll take those legs long in front of us. Take a forward fold here. Breathing into the back body. Good. And we're going to come back onto our backs, and we'll get there through a roll down if you can. So arms up, big inhale, deep C curve scoop. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. Good. And once you're down here, you can put a bend in the knees. And we're going to come to some chest lifts. Now I'm going to bring my block back in here and hold it just so I have a little bit more shoulder and chest engagement, but this is not necessary for chest lifts. So from here, big inhale, exhale, nodding the chin. I'm going to reach towards center and come back down. I'm pressing into my block as I reach towards center and come back down. And 2 or 3 rather. I promise I can count. And 4. Good. Now we're going to take this up, come up towards the right. So I'm going to come up towards the right and come down. hips stay grounded. And 2. And 3. And 4. Good. Take a break. We're going to take that to the other side, to the left now. Inhale, exhale. Go 4 to the left. 3 to the left. 2 to the left. And 1 to the left. Good. Take that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Maybe knees into the chest. You shoot 2s. And let's come into a little bit of a supine rotation. Now I'm going to take this block back between the shins here. Arms are to the side, knees are in tabletop, and I'm just going to let them come over towards the right. And breathe and expand. When you're ready, if you need to come back one leg at a time, just watch your block there. Otherwise, we'll come back in and we'll take that right into the left side. Breathe and expand. And when you're ready, we'll come back to center. All right. So you've got some options here for your hundreds. You can keep that block between the shins. You can do that in tabletop or along diagonal line. So you can be here. If you want something a little bit different, you can hold on to your block and you're just lightly little pressing into the block as you're doing your hundreds, which is the version that I'm going to do. So you choose what you need. Remember, if you think the block is stupid, that's okay. Not everybody likes it. Not everybody should use it. Just take that out of the way and do your hundreds in the way that is best for you. So from here, whenever you're ready, big inhale, exhale, see, curve it up, find where you're going to go. Good. Start pressing or pumping, and we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold, lift higher, reach deeper, and take that down. Whew. A little bit of a different sensation there with the block. Rock, 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 side to side. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to take this into series of 5. And we're going to give the block a break here for now. So from here, good. Knees and tabletop. Arms are up. Good. I'm going to bring my right knee in, left hand on the knee, right hand on that right ankle. This keeps everything in alignment. Left leg is long and a hover. And I'm going to switch. And 2. And 3. Hips stay even. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good. From here, legs come up. See, curve or lower. We'll start on the left side. Good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bring it in. Exhale, inhale, exhale, double leg stretch. I think this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now I'm going to come down here, double straight leg stretch. You can also do this in a C curve. You can also do this sitting on your hands, which is what I'm going to do today as well. So from here, Legs are together. Inhale on the lower. Exhale, 1, 2, exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. From here, last one in the series, crisscross. Remember, hips stay grounded and crisscross. We lead with the shoulders, not with the elbows, so keep them out a little bit wide. Good. From here, when you're ready, inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a pulse. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can go to 10, 9, and 10. Woo! Taking that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. Let's get another little supine twist here. Arms out to the side. Let the knees come towards the right. Looking towards the left. Breathe and expand. And when you're ready, one leg at a time, or using your abs to come back up, take that over to the left. Looking to the right. And when you're ready, good. Now, as you come back to center, have your block handy. We're gonna roll like a ball again and come into another balance, and then we're gonna add the block onto that for those of you that wanna do that. So again, if rolling like a ball is not your jam, just roll over to the side, find a balance. Otherwise, taking this up, here we go. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming up, find the balance. Find the balance. Good. And take that down. All right. Those of you that want to use your block, you can put that block right between the shins. Good. So I've got it like this way. Good. So from here, when you're ready, good. Find this, and actually, let me give you a couple other options here, because this one can be hard if you've never done it before. So those of you that are newer to this, if you need to kind of anchor your boat, take your hands behind you. This might be a boat. My back is long, so I'm not collapsing back here. And you can play doing this number, or even, long legs. Those of you that want more challenge, you're going to undock your boat, so your hands are not going to be on the floor. Good. And maybe you're here. And then maybe you can come. Whew. And we'll do 2, 3. Good. Could we do long legs? 4, 5, 6. Woo. Taking that down. If you can do 8 or 10, you're better than me today. Go for it if you can. I'm going to take this break right here. Woo. But admittedly, in my defense, this is the 3rd time I've done that today. So when you're ready, good. From here, while we're here, let's just take the legs. I'm going to turn and face you. Let's just take the legs wide here, and let's get another little stretch. So hips, knees, and toes facing the ceiling. Big inhale, exhale, good. And just find that folding forward. Good. Now watch your feet. If your toes, knees, and hips turned inward when you did that, could you take them back towards the ceiling? And for some people, that might mean that you don't fold forward as much. And when you're ready, we'll come up here. Good. We're going to go into saw series here. So I'm just going to bring my legs in a little bit. Good. I'm just going to put the block behind. Good. Let's take this into some side bends first. So I'm going to take my hands over. So just like we did when we were standing in the beginning, think about the low rib cage and the top of the hip bone squeezing together. So really get in there. Both hips will stay grounded. So going to the right and left. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. I'm going to leave my hands right here for rotations. Keep both hips grounded again. Twist from the torso and going to the right and left. And 2, and 3, and 4. Let's pulse it. 5, 6, 7, 8, and coming back to center and release. I'm going to turn around to the side so you can better see spine stretch forward. Good. So always support your hips, always support the knees if you need to do that. A modification for people that shouldn't be in flexion, you can come here. Remember, that just gets more into the hamstring and you're not stretching the spine as much, but if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. Everyone else follow me. Zip up through the front body. Good. You're gonna nod that chin, peeling down bone by bone. Think about this as that standing roll down we did in the beginning of class. Okay. Go to your body's limit, ears by the biceps, and from the tailbone. Good. You're gonna stack bone by bone, coming back to a seat. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. And rounding up. Belly button stays in the whole time. Good. And 2. Good. And last one. And coming back up. Good. We're going to put all of that together and saw. Good. So I never do this. I shouldn't say never, but I rarely do this from a side perspective. So I'll do that from here today. Arms out to the side. I'm going to rotate to my right. I'm going to round and reach. I'm sawing off the pinky toe with a pinky finger. If you can't reach, go where you can. Don't do this bouncy bounce thing. Okay. Both hips stay grounded and come up and rotate and round and reach. And stacking back up and rotate and round and reach and stacking that spine and rotate and round and reach and stack, rotate, round and reach and stack, rotate, round and reach. One more set, rotate, round and reach and come up and rotate and round and reach and come up and relax. Shake it, shake it, shake it. All right, now, because we've got other core work to do, I'm going to take us through roll downs and roll up, the prep work. However, if you are more advanced and you like the full roll down and the full roll ups, and you know those, go ahead and do those. It's no worries. Some of you are going to follow me with bent knees or maybe long legs, zipping up. Good. You're going to come down to your point of control. Your point of control is where you either need to go further back or your legs are going to come up. Once you feel that point of control, then you're going to round and taking that all the way back up and all the way over and go right into number 2. And number 3. Good. And everybody's going to have a different point of control. Some people can go farther back than I can. Some people not as far back, and that's okay. Meet yourself where you are. Good. And let's do one more. Good. Now pause here at your point of control. We're going to add on something here. So with a bent knee or a long leg, could you lift the right leg just a little bit here? Belly button is in tight. And lower, maybe the other side. And lower, roll that all the way down. Take your knees into your chest and rock, rock side to side. All right, we're gonna come into side series here. So actually, you know what? Before we do side series, let's do a leg stretch. Let's do a leg stretch. So I'm going to start on my right side. Left knee can be bent or leg is long. Take your hands behind you. Let them travel up as high as they can go. Point and flex through that foot. Rolling that ankle in one direction. And in the other direction. Good. And then maybe spread the toes wide and squeeze them together a few times. Good. Now releasing here, taking, if you can grab your foot or a yogi toe, that's great. If you can't, take that right hand somewhere on the outside of the leg so you have support. And then we're going to bring that leg out to the right. Both hips stay grounded though. So this should feel slightly less intense than when we did the wide legged forward fold before we did the saw. So we've already stretched this one time. This is the second time. And we'll bring that back up and release. Taking that to the other side, a bent right knee or a long right leg. Good. Take your hands behind that left leg. Let them travel up as high as they can go. Pulling into the chest. Point and flex through that foot. Maybe circling that ankle in one direction. And the other. And maybe spreading the toes wide and squeezing them together a few times. Good. And then when you're ready, release. So going into this inner thigh stretch, you can take yogi toe, you can take the foot, you can support your leg somewhere on the outside, but when you're ready, both hips stay grounded as you take that left leg to the left. Breathe through it. Try to expand that rib cage a little bit. And bring that back in. Good. From here, let's go into side series. I'm going to turn over onto my right side because that's the side that will put me facing the camera for right now. So remember, different things for different people. You can be here. Just make sure that you're lifted in the shoulder, not hanging in the shoulder. And you want to be lifted in the torso, not hanging in the torso. Some people also like to do this up here. Some people like to be on the elbow. Some people, like me, I'm going to bring this down. So do the challenge or the way that works best for you in this moment. So if you're a beginner, bend that bottom knee. If you're not, see if you can take that leg long, balancing on the hips. Belly button is in. And with a little bit of a point of the foot, we're going to lift and lower. And 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that right into a circle. Go 1, 2, watch the hips. 3, 4, it's more important how far back you come. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Now from here, I'm just going to bring this in for a moment, cut this out. So we're going to do a kick here, and we're going to drive through the heel and drive through the glute. And I want this to be a little bit more medially internally rotated. So I'm going to point my knee down here. So I'm kicking my heel up towards the ceiling. So when you're ready, squeeze the glute, drive through that heel. Go 8, 7, 6, 5. That feels special. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now let that knee come in, pat something out. Good. We're going to get a hip flexor stretch here. So I'm going to grab that ankle. Good. And then I'm just going to let that knee start to come back, and I'm going to feel that in the front of the thigh. Breathe. All right. So from here, you can release. We're going to take this into side teaser. If you don't want to do side teaser, you can take a break. But from here, good. I'm going to start right here. So I'm lengthening. This forearm is down. Good. I'm actually in a little bit of a hover. Good. And I'm going to swing and come up 1 and lengthen. And 2. You can also do this with bent knees like this. 3, 4, and 5. Could you hold it? Could you hold it? Could you hold it? And take that down. Come onto your belly. Good. And I'm just going to take some time to just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here for a moment. Good. So you want your legs to be about hip width apart. If the legs are together here, that can cause unnecessary strain to the low back. But we're going to come into a few swans. So I'm going to take my hands a little forward into the side of my shoulders. Good. And then from here, my belly button is in. Good. Now you can do this into a baby swan, which is a little bit of a sphinx pose, or you can come up to your height. Okay. Careful not to crunch the spine. Don't collapse to the shoulders like this. And we'll lower. And we'll come up. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Taking that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Take your arms forward. Excuse me. Palms can face each other or be face down. You choose. We're going to come up into a slow swim here. So big inhale, belly button in, lift upper and lower body. Good. And then from here, left arm is going to come down, right leg is going to lift, and just alternate here. And here's 3. Squeeze the glutes when you lift. 4, 5. Try to balance on the sits bones. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Taking that down, recover. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hands under the shoulders. Press back. Take a child's pose here. And when you're ready, we're going to take that side series to the other side. So be how you need to be on this side. You know, you've got all these different options for different levels of challenge. And then when you're ready, good. Bottom knee is bent if you're more of a beginner, or long if you're a little bit more advanced. Belly button is in. You're balanced on the hip bones. Little point in the foot. And here we go. Lift 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that right into a circle. Go 8, 7, 6. Watch the hips. They don't rock. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So put a bend in that knee, let that hip get a little bit of a break. Good. So here's those kicks. So remember, we're turning the knee towards the ground, we're flexing the foot, we're squeezing the glute, we're driving through that heel. So here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that down, pat this out. We're going to get that hip flexor stretch. So bending that knee, grabbing the ankle, taking that knee back. Feel that stretch right along the front of the thigh. Yes, it's coming. My earpiece is popping out. And we've got side teaser here. So whenever you're ready, release. Good. So set yourself up. Good. So we'll be here. I'm lengthening. My legs are in a little bit of a hover. I'm reaching. Inhale. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. Exhale 6. Hold it up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. With a smile. Hold it. And take that down. Woo! All right. Come on to your back. And we're going to grab the block. So we're going to go back into some core work here with this block. So this is a Pilates reformer inspired exercise. I'm going to take the block, ranch house or townhouse setting, right under the tailbone. You can also do this with a pillow or a folded blanket as well. Okay. And then from here, and for some of you, just being here might be all you want to do because it does feel good in the supported bridge. But when you're ready, one leg at a time is going to come up here. Okay. And then from here, good. When you're ready, we're going to come into Pilates V. So toes, knees, and hips are going to turn out away from the body. So I'm touching at the heels. You want about a fist width apart between the 2 big toes. Feet can be in flexion or in a little bit of a point. That's going to be a personal preference. And when you're ready, zipping up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Now take it to your lower, keeping the heels together. Bend, the knees are going to come shoulder width apart, and stretch. And 2. Really squeeze those heels, squeeze the inner thighs when you press. The lower you come, the harder it is. This can also be done without the block. And 1 more. Good. Now reaching long, taking the legs back up. Just kind of release here. I'm just rolling out my ankles. We'll come into the helicopter. So from here, right leg's going to stay where it is. Left leg's going to come long. Both legs are going to swing out to the side. Now your right leg is forward, left leg is up, right leg comes up to meet the left. And left leg comes down, leg swing to the side. Now the right leg is forward, right leg comes up. Left leg lowers, swing it out. Good. Right leg comes up. We're going to reverse that. Now the left leg comes down. You're going to swing out in the opposite direction. Now the right leg's going to come up to meet the left. Left leg comes down. Swing out the legs. Right leg comes up to meet the left. This is coordination. It's also a little thinking. You got to think about what you're doing. So you're exercising the brain while you're exercising the body. One more time. And coming up here. Good. Now bend the knees. We're going to take this into some tapping. Good. So I'm just going to come into a little hover. And other side. Notice how I'm only moving from the hip. I'm not doing anything at the knee. The knee is staying at its angle. My core is nice and tight. Now you can stay with this alternating leg here. If you want to take this up a notch, double time it. Good. Everyone's knees will come together here. We're going to reach. Good. Bend and come in. A double leg bicycle. Good. One more. Good. As you come in, now reverse. You can play with different rotations. So I'm doing this one in parallel, meaning toes, knees, and hips are facing my ceiling. You could also do this in an external rotation. The knees will not stay together when you bend in that rotation, but it's a fun one to try. All right, from here, carefully take one foot down at a time. Lift the hips, remove that block. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle side to side. We're done with the block. We're going to stretch this out here. So we're going to take the right ankle over the left knee. This might be your figure four. Maybe you're bringing it into the chest. Find yours. Should feel really good after what we just did. Also after the sides series. Good. When you're ready, you're going to switch sides. Good. Take that where you need to take it. All right. When you're ready, a roll-up variation or rolling like your ball, come to a seat. Good. And then when you're ready, just take that all the way forward. Breathing into the back body. And coming all the way back up. Good. So from here, we're gonna finish with some seated mermaids with a little bit of rotation. So I've got this is my left leg, okay? And then I'm just taking my right leg on front right here. So my knee or my feet are this way. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, taking that over to the side, really reach to the side body, moving through center and get a nice side stretch. Good. And coming back, we'll take that into rotation. Maybe you can come down, maybe not. Coming back up, opening up, moving through center, taking that back over towards the feet, little rotation. Good. Now, while we're here, take the left shoulder or the arm forward for a shoulder stretch. Good. And when you're ready, good. We're just going to swing those feet around to the other side. So sit here how you need to be comfortable. When you're ready, big inhale, exhale, taking that over to the right. Nice side bend here. Moving through center, taking it towards the feet. Taking it back down. Good. Find that rotation, lowering if that feels good to you. And coming up, opening up, coming back towards the feet, little rotation. Coming up here, right arm's going to cross the body, find your shoulder stretch, and you can play with different angles here too with the stretch. So find it where you need it. Sometimes taking it straight across isn't always the sweet spot. And then from here, when you're ready, taking it up, arms overhead, touching the palms together, elbows come, or hands come straight back, elbows by the ears, tricep stretch. And taking that down. Way to go. You made it through this Pilates mat work class with the block. I hope you had fun and learned a few new moves, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.